Alex Crosby and hits this one well to left center.
And this one lifted by Speeney into deep right field. Edgar going back, and he's going to watch this one sail over the wall. Big home run for Nick Speeney.
Davis with the pitch, and this one is hit deep in the right center. And this one is going to fall. And this game, Fortney running in. He's going to be home, and this game is over. A walk-off victory for the Solano Falcons.
Here comes Wills, played the plate, he's in, he is safe, and the Falcons are going to win this game 7-6. Oh my.
Hi, I'm David Fernandez. Thanks for watching the Solano College Sports Network.
Hello everybody and welcome. We are here once again at Billy and Luis Yarborough Stadium. You are turned into SCSN, your home for Falcon sports. I'm Mike McLeod, your play-by-play announcer, always here with my partner in crime, Stash Zamoyda. How are you feeling this Thursday afternoon, Stashy?
You know, it's exciting to be here at Bill and Luis Yarborough Stadium. We got a great matchup between Contra Costa and Solano today, but a little disappointed my brackets aren't doing so well as the NCAA March Madness tournament started. But you know, it's going to be a lot better once Solano gets a victory today. And what's the key to Solano to get a victory today?
It's gonna be pitching. Drew Lamont on the mound, 1-1 on the year, 19 in the third innings pitch, 26 hits, a 6.05 ERA. And not the best outing so far this year, but we have seen him go strong in late in games, so expect him to have a good game today.
And you know, he's averaging almost 5 strikeouts per game per 9 innings, and so we'll see what Drew can do on the mound today. He's going to face his first batter, number 7, Lamar Smith. He's the right fielder. He's batting at 184 on this early part of the season. He went 1 for 5 yesterday, or on Tuesday, when Solano picked up the victory.
First pitch is a ball high. Went around a bunt, pulled it back just in time, so ball number 1. That ball is also high for ball number 2.
So yeah, these two teams faced up on last Tuesday up in Contra Costa. Solano squeaked out a victory 5-4.
I got a little tense in the late innings.
Yeah, in the 8th inning, Solano gave up 3 runs.
That ball is across the plate, belt high for strike number 1.
You know, Ryan Ernest gave up 3 runs in the 8th, which tied the ball game, but
he came away with the win.
Yeah, he got the victory as Solano put up a run in the 9th, and that's all she wrote.
And that one is fouled off into the first base side in playable territory, but comes off the fence, so that's going to be strike 2.
So that was a big victory for Solano, continuing on their winning ways. They've won 3 in a row now.
It's been late inning magic that has brought them back in games. They were down against, in the last game that we brought you here, late in game. They gave up 2 runs in the 8th, came back, scored 2 in the 9th, and won the game.
That they did, you know. This team's starting to come around as season. It's still early part of the BVC season now. Solano's 3-1.
Big curveball hits him. And so that's going to be first base runner of the day, hit by pitch. Lamar Smith is on first. And up steps number 22, Byron Buckley.
Buckley, the first baseman. He's batting at .277 on the year. He .319 on-base percentage.
First baseman, Byron Buckley.
And, you know, he has had only 6 strikeouts on the year. So we'll see what he can do against Drew Lamont with a runner on. Lamar Smith over on first base.
Checks the runner. And that ball is fouled, also in playable grounds. And nobody will get to that one. That's going to be foul for strike 1.
And, you know, they got to keep a close eye on Lamar Smith down on first base. He already has 3 stolen bags on the year, has not been thrown out. So, big threat to steal.
Obviously, these numbers are including the preseason. So the 184 is not just 3 or 4 games. This is a season-wide. I'm talking about Lamar Smith.
It's
going back to
about
Lamar
17 games for most of these players that have started mostly every game. Between 45 and 60 at bat so far.
Pitch out. No back pick, but that's going to be a waste pitch. So ball 1.
You know, that's a good heads-up play by Lamar Smith. You see him trying to take off, but he's just trying to deke a throw, Drew Lamont off a little bit, you know, get him rattled up on the mound. But
And a pitch back over to first just to keep him close.
So Drew knows he's a threat to steal, so he's keeping a close eye down on first base, but it shouldn't affect his pitches. He's very calm on the mound, doesn't get rattled easily.
And he's on his way. That's a hit and run, and he pokes one into left field. So Byron Buckley with a base hit here in the top of the first.
So Drew Lamont hit the first batter he faced, then just gave a base hit. Now he's runners on first and second. No outs here in the top of the first.
And up steps to the plate J.R. Davis. On the roster here we have David Davis, but he prefers to go by J.R. So that's what we will be calling him.
And he's batting a .338 on the year. He is leading this Contra Costa team in batting average. Oh, I'm sorry, he's second on the team in batting average.
Kicks and deals outside for ball one. But he just missed it. So infield at double play depth. And he hits one back up in the middle. Diving, can't make a play on it. They're waving him into home. Great throw, not in time, and he is safe. And that is going to be one run on the board for Contra Costa already here in the top of the first.
You know, Fernandez laid out for that one, and I thought he had a glove on it, but it just took a little short, quick hop under it. Couldn't get a glove on it, but what a strong throw from Gio Torres in center field. It looked like it was nice on, coming in on a nice line, but hit that infield grass that is pretty thick, so it slowed down the ball just enough to allow Lamar Smith to get under the tag and score the first run of the ball game.
Yeah, and that was the only way that was going to happen. There was no way that he'd go to a cutoff man and come back.
Gotta let it fly.
And that one fouled straight back for strike one.
This Contra Costa team on Tuesday rattled off 11 hits. Solano only had 10, so both these clubs starting to pick up the bats a little more and swinging the bat well.
Up at the plate, Tyrone Bowie, number 24. Step off to keep him close to Drew Lamont.
Contra Costa struck out 10 times in that game on Tuesday when Solano only had one strikeout, so that was part of the key part of the victory.
And that ball is low for ball number one. And we've seen that from James Harris a lot. James Harris started that game and through 6 innings, he gave up 7 hits, but only 1 earned run and 6 strikeouts in that game. So
Ryan Ernst had 4 himself, but he was dealt with the 3 earned runs in the 8th.
And pokes one just over Fernandez, laying out, not in time.
And
it is in time.
And that is a double play. What a great diving catch by
Wow.
Bobby Contreras out in left field. Thought he scooped it, got the glove under it, and doubled off Byron Buckley at second. So now 2 down here in the top of the first.
Third baseman, Timmy and
I thought that one hit the ground, but I don't have the best vantage point or the best vision here. Sitting here with glasses behind home plate trying to see a play in left field. So up steps Evan Ray. Pitch over to first. Keep J.R. Davis close.
So Timion Hughes at the plate, third baseman. Batting a .204 on the year. So that was a big break for Solano right there. Bobby Contreras coming up with a diving catch.
And they're keeping him close, playing catch with Evan Facenda.
And J.R. Davis has 5 stolen bases on the year, so another big threat. So, and
I'm sorry. This has been the wrong guy I've been talking about all along.
Timion rolls over that one. It goes in the glove of Tucker Bishop, throws him out at first, and that's all we have for you at the top of the first.
Hi, I'm Marnie Silvani, and I'm inviting you to the Solano Speech Night, being presented by the Solano Speech and Debate Team. It will be held on Wednesday, April 2nd from 7:30 to 9 p.m. Doors will open at 7 o'clock, and tickets will be $10 and can be purchased in the theater lobby at the night of the performance. The professors of the Communications Department will be offering extra credit if you attend. All you have to do is show up and listen to some great speeches. So I hope to see you there.
So here we are in the bottom of the first. The 1-2-3 hitters, David Fernandez, Tucker Bishop, and Nick Perez, due up in this inning. So Contra Costa strikes for 1 in the first, but it could have been a lot worse. Great double play, great play from Tucker Bishop laying out to get that one.
That was Bobby Contreras.
Bobby Contreras. Ooh, they were close. I'm tired. It's been a long day so far. That's first pitch low for ball 1.
And Dominic Quilici is on the mound for the Contra Costa team. He is 0 for 2 on the year with 20 in the third innings pitched, and he has a 12.84 ERA. So Solano needs to get on him early and put couple runs up on the board to take away their lead. So it all starts with their leadoff hitter here, David Fernandez.
That ball gets across for strike 1.
Count goes 2-1. So big right-hander, Dominic.
Ooh, and that ball is fouled straight back. You would have got it.
I had
you
it.
had it.
I'm on it back here.
So fouled back for strike 2. 2-2 the count. And that ball's in the dirt. Big sweeping curveball.
Yeah, that's a pretty good pitch. You know, you get a lot of hitters to chase on the big curveball. It's going into the dirt, but Fernandez, a smart hitter, laid off that pitch and worked the count full.
And a screamer back up the middle, but Quilici has it, throws it over to the first for the first out.
Oh, man, Fernandez roped that one, but just, you know, Quilici got lucky there. Look what I found.
So up steps Tucker Bishop, the third baseman.
So that was Tucker Bishop's batting a 179 on the year. A little slow start to this year, but he's coming along in late. Didn't have a hit in the game on Tuesday, but he did have an RBI.
Swing, and just got a piece of it for strike 1. Oh, great off-speed pitch. A nice 1-2 combo there.
That was a nice little late
So the count goes to 0-2.
A little late breaking curveball there. Took a little off of it and it held and just broke into the zone.
And swing, and just got a piece of it, but so the count is going to remain 0-2. He just got enough of it.
Enrique Padilla catching behind the plate for Contra Costa. Thought he's missed it, didn't hear the tick. And
he was throwing it around
He was excited there, Mike.
And that ball is high and outside for ball 1. 1-2 the count. Big sweeping curveball, and Tucker Bishop can't lay off, but hits it foul.
That's a good two-strike approach. It looks like it's going to be there, and he then recognized the ball was going to be in the dirt, so he just flared his hands at it and protected. That's what you call protecting yourself in a two-strike count.
And he just got a piece of that one to stay alive.
Hey, you know, this kid's battling right now. It's going to be the 7th pitch of the at-bat.
Hey, gets a hold of that one into right field.
Into the glove of Lamar Smith, so that's out number 2.
And up steps the designated hitter, Nicholas Perez.
Nick batting a .315 on the year.
And he was really the hottest hitter of the Solano club in the early part of the year. It was really him and David Fernandez supplying most of the average.
Hey, you know, Nick Perez is really hitting the ball well. He's seen it very well also. And every time he hits it, he makes good, solid contact.
And that ball is over for strike 1.
You know, he's just been hitting it right to where a player is. So, you know, just keep hitting the ball hard. He'll find a hole eventually.
Big sweeping curveball just misses the plate. 1-1 the count.
Trying to backdoor him there.
That looked good.
A little outside, curving around the plate.
He ropes that one into center field, so Nick Perez will have himself a single.
Like I said, he's been hitting the ball good, and he just got to find a hole, and he found a hole there. He finds himself on first base.
Doing what David Fernandez thought he was doing. But now up steps number 29, Ignatius Iggy Lawrence, getting the start today. Darian Evans getting a day of rest.
You know, Iggy's really starting to swing the bat well.
He's batting a 444 on the year. That ball is emphatically called a strike.
You know, I really liked his walk-up song, Save a Horse, Ride a Cowboy by the great Big and Rich. Haven't heard
I saw your eyes light up, even behind those sunglasses. He swings on that one, pulls it into center field. Underneath it is Tyrone Bowie. Third out of the inning. They get one, but no runs scored. We're on to the second.
Hi, my name is Malcolm Gamble.
And I'm Marnie Salvani.
And we're here from the Solano College Sports Network. And we have a speech team update for you guys.
This past week, the Solano Speaking Falcons competed at the state tournament in Concord. And here are some highlights.
Amanda Lamb took first in gold in persuasive and info. Also, she took a silver in prose.
And in duo interpretation, Brian Nelson and Karen Gallardo won a bronze medal.
Now let's talk about after dinner speaking, which is 8 to 10 minutes of stand-up. Marnie Salvani, right next to me, took a silver, and Brian Nelson also took a bronze in this event.
And in debate, our debate team of Brad Larson and Anthony Zavaglia took home a silver medal.
Last but not least, Alice Hoover took a gold in NFLD, which is a debate based off evidence, and she was by herself, so we're really proud about her.
And in April, the Solano Speaking Falcons will be representing California with pride when they go to Denver, Colorado, where nationals are being held.
Where we take home some more gold. Now thank you for tuning in to SCSN. Stay classy.
So here in the top of the second, we have due up Evan Ray, Brandon Brown, and Enrique Padilla, the 6, 7, 8 hitters. Evan Ray, the designated hitter, batting .264 on the year. Over for strike one. Sorry, partner. I didn't mean to take all the airtime. Sweeping curveball roped into left center field. That's going to hit the gap, and he's on his horse, rounding first, going over to second. That ball bounces up against the wall. He's going to third, cut off by David Fernandez. The throw will be not in time, and Evan Ray has himself a stand-up triple to lead off the top of the second.
You know, Evan Ray recognized the curveball, and it just caught up in the air, hanging a little bit. He recognized it and went with the pitch and took it right in the left center field gap, and when it hit the fence, it took a little tricky hop.
This is not the best fence for baseball, for fielders anyway. It tends to die in the fence.
Well, mostly any fence in baseball, when you hit it out there, it's going to die on you, unless you get a big hop.
I'm just saying, like, this one doesn't allow for as many big hops.
You know, you have to get to the ball quick.
Brandon Brown at the plate. That ball is outside for ball number one. So runner at third, nobody out. Definitely a strikeout situation for Drew Lamont. Oh, and that ball catches just enough of the plate for strike one. He gets a hold of that one. David Fernandez backhands it, throws it over to the first for out number one, but a run does score. Evan Ray comes across the plate, so another run scored for Contra Costa here in the second.
Catcher, Enrique Padilla.
You know, at this point in the game, still top of the second. You know, you trade outs for runs. It's only a 2-0 deficit now. It's not too hard to come back as Solano's been swinging the bats well, putting up some runs.
Up at the plate now, Enrique Padilla. And that ball is over for strike one.
Enrique is behind the plate today for his Contra Costa team. So he knows the strike zone, as he's already caught back there from the umpire.
That ball is high, doesn't catch enough of his belt for ball one. He gets a hold of that one, goes with the pitch, and it's poked into right field. And Enrique Padilla has himself a single.
Man, Iggy Lawrence out in right field scooped that up and got it in quickly. Showed he's got a little
Iggy
bit of
has
an
a
arm out
cannon.
there. Yes, he does.
And if it wasn't for Darian Evans, he definitely would be starting.
Shortstop, Jabari
You know,
Weisner.
that just got over the glove of Evan Facenda there. If he was up just maybe 2 more inches, he would have snagged that right out of the air. Instead, you have a runner on first, 1 out, in the top of the second.
Up at the plate now, the shortstop, Jabari Weisner. And that's a ball.
So he looks like he's getting ready to square around to bunt, advances runner over. You see Coach Marvin Webb down the third baseline, head coach of this Contra Costa team, former player himself.
A lot of minor league action, a lot of AA, AAA.
You know, he was drafted by San Diego in the 11th round, the 1970 draft, deferred. Then the next year, he was drafted by St. Louis in the 8th round in 1971. Bounced around the minors for a bit, had himself a very, like you said, a successful minor league career. Now he's here sharing the wisdom with these young players and teaching them how to be good and get to the pros.
And that ball just catches enough of the plate for strike 1. A nice cutting fastball from Drew Lamont. Just cutting enough of the plate and swinging away from him. Even if you get a piece of it, you're not going to do much with it. A steady diet of away to Jabari Weisner, but that is too far outside for ball 2. The Wasps are out to play tonight, or today. The Spiders are here to play today.
A lot of insects. And
It was the
coming
first
out.
day of spring yesterday, so.
And I can definitely tell because my allergies are starting to kick in, man. Best time of the year, and I can't fully enjoy it. It sucks. But at least we're out here. That's what medication's for, to come out and be able to watch these boys play.
Claritin. And kind of fisted that one. Fouls it straight back. Count goes to 2-2.
The high fastball up in the zone.
The stinky cheese.
You know, it's hard to lay off that pitch because it looks so juicy. They can get around on it, but most of the time you're just going to pop it up or they'll saw you off like you saw there back into the backstop.
And a big swing and a miss. Strike 3.
Yeah, that's should be a confidence booster for Drew Lamont out there. His first strikeout of the game, so he's starting to get some of his pitches working.
So up steps Lamar Smith, who was hit by a pitch in his first plate appearance. Came around to score.
Lamar Smith.
He was hit on a 2-2 count. Curveball that just held in there, and he didn't even try to get out of the way. Just hit him right in the shoulder.
Oh, that's the one you want to get hit by.
Exactly. Those don't hurt.
And that ball does not catch enough of the plate, so ball number 1. 1-0 count.
Runner taking off, throw down a second, and it tips off the glove of Anthony Morris, and the runner is safe. So that's a stolen bag for Enrique Padilla.
A design pickoff, back pitch play, and just if you're going to go, commit to it.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what Enrique Padilla did. Got a good enough jump. 2-0 the count.
And, you know, nobody was really crashing on second base, so Ian Acosta kind of held up a little bit, causing him to maybe throw a little bad throw.
Well, he started to go to first and then had to recollect himself and throw to second. And that ball is popped up into right field. Iggy Lawrence under it for the 3rd out. So they get a runner to second in scoring position, but nothing doing, and they get 1 run. We're on to the bottom of the 2nd.
Solano Community College transformed my life.
And gave me the opportunities I needed to succeed.
I received the same university caliber education.
Without the pressures of debt holding me back. Affordable and flexible. I fulfilled my undergraduate classes.
Getting to the information I truly have a passion for.
The decision to attend SCC empowered my future
and made my dream of attending Yale University a reality. Solano Community College, the educated choice.
Hey everybody, my name is Denzel Carter. I'm a sideline reporter here at Solano College Sports Network. I just wanted to say thanks for watching.
So the bottom of the second, up for Solano, due up Bobby Contreras, Evan Facenda, and Anthony Morris. The 5, 6, 7 hitters.
Left fielder, number 3, Bobby Contreras.
Bobby Contreras made that spectacular play out in left field in the top of the first inning, and then turned it into a double play, so he's having a good day with the glove. Let's see if he can continue some success up here at the plate. He's batting a .204 on the year so far.
And that first pitch is low for ball 1. Fouled off. That ball is high for ball 2.
You know, he just can't. His release point changed on that pitch. He didn't bend his back enough and cause him to overthrow, causing it to be high.
And that ball is fouled down the third base line. So 2-2 the count now. When that ball domes Bobby Contreras. Looking like Chapman on that play.
Yeah. Oh, that's a low blow, man.
Yeah, it's a low blow.
You need to go say your prayers, man. You're evil. So now coming to the plate, the 6th hitter, number 27, Evan Facenda, the first baseman. Batting a .209 on the year, and he has 1 dinger so far.
I got him hitting one today, so come on, Evan Facenda.
Oh, I would like to see that. He'll tie this ball game up as there's no outs here in the bottom of the second. Bobby Contreras over at first base, and Bobby's not afraid to steal a bag or two. Pitch is high for ball number 1.
Facenda squaring around the bunt. Swing and a miss over to second. Throws not in time.
Bobby was late. He got the stolen base, but he was late to get up. He probably could have taken third if he
probably,
up quickly.
But his helmet was askew.
Mm-hmm.
Did run into the second baseman on that play. J.R. Davis kind of walking it off.
You know, Evan Facenda knew it was going to be a ball, but he swung anyways to protect his runner, allowing him to get to second base. So now count is 1-1 to Evan Facenda. Expect him to swing the bat now since he's not a bunting. Oh, no, he's going to bunt.
You can play the small ball. Still works. And that ball is right down the middle of the plate. So 1-2 the count. So now he's swinging the bat.
Mm-hmm.
I think he pulled that one back because he wants to swing.
No, had a little bit breaking motion on the ball, so it's heading down. So it's not that's a tough pitch to bunt. You know, you wanted something a little higher in the zone, about belt high, and get it down on it. Back pick.
Oh, that was close, but not in time. So still safe at second is Bobby Contreras.
If that throw was a little bit lower, he might have been out, Mike.
Swing and a slasher. So.
And Facenda gets the job done by getting Bobby Contreras over the first. He's going to get it
to third.
To third. Thank you very much. And he's going to get some high fives from his teammates in the dugout.
Second baseman.
Up steps Anthony Morris, the second baseman today. We've seen kind of a second baseman by committee from this squad. Anthony Morris today. It was Brandon Mihalich the other day when we brought you that game.
You know, Brandon Mihalich actually went 3 for 3 on the game on Tuesday.
So just probably getting a day off. That ball is outside for ball 1.
You know, Anthony Morris is batting a .333 on the year.
And that ball is across the plate for strike 1, so 1-1 the count.
So base hit scores a run here.
Ooh, and that gets a piece of the bat. So strike 2. That ball bounced off the plate into his bat.
Yeah. And it's still a foul ball.
Yeah.
Yogi Berra, I believe it was in the 1959-1960 World Series 1-2. It was a bouncing ball that came to the plate. He actually swung at and it hit a home run. So the ball still is in play.
Ooh, high and almost hits Anthony Morris, but gets out of the way. 2-2.
Quilici, you know, his curveball hasn't really been there. It's been inconsistent all day. Sometimes he can throw for strikes. Sometimes it's hanging, like you saw it hit off the head of Bobby Contreras.
A swing and a miss. Checking the runner at third and throwing over to first. So Anthony Morris striking out. Does not get the run home. And up steps Ian Acosta, the catcher.
Catcher, number 22, Ian Acosta.
Ian Acosta only hitting for 167 so far today, or for this season.
He was 1 for 3 on Tuesday. He had an RBI.
Swing and a miss, strike 1.
Just a hair late on that fastball. And the hit he had was actually a double.
Fouled straight back, and that one's going to go out of plate. So quickly 0-2.
So you're going to be seeing Ian Acosta here protecting the plate. Doesn't want to call strike 3 on him.
No, you don't want to be the guy who strikes out looking with a runner on third.
Solano really needs a big base hit here.
Good waste pitch from Quilici. 1-2 the count. Fouled straight back once again. This one will also be out of play, so we reset and do it again. High, ball 2.
So it's back-to-back balls. You know, he hasn't really been hitting the strike zone. He's thrown a lot of balls throughout the day so far.
Ooh, and just a bit high and inside, so the count runs full for Ian Acosta.
You know, like I say, if you're hitting the strike zone all day long, you're going to get the close calls. But if you're, you know, ball strike, you're not going to get the close calls. And Solano's been pretty much free swinging so far in this game.
And so after going down to 0-2, Ian Acosta draws the walk.
What a big at-bat for Ian Acosta. Like you said, work the count full, takes the walk, battled there. Now Solano has runners on first and third, and up comes to the plate center fielder Gio Torres. Gio's batting at 184 on the year so far, and I was out here yesterday with Professor Poff working on some of the cable for your cameras you're seeing here. And Gio was the last one I saw in the batting cage.
There
yeah, he was sitting there working for a couple hours after. So
strike 1 called.
He has a strong work ethic, so hopefully he can get something working here.
Hey, you have to assume that Gio Torres is a prideful guy. He's a proud guy. He knows what his average is. He doesn't want it to be that bad. So, getting some extra work in.
Oh,
and lays down the bunt. And a high throw.
Oh.
Ooh, that was close. So they get runners on the corners but can't score them. We're on to the third. So here we are in the top of the third. Due up for Contra Costa, Byron Buckley, J.R. Davis, and Tyrone Bowie, the 2-3-4 hitters. Byron Buckley got caught in that double play. Hits a high bouncer to first. Drew Lamont covering, and so 1 pitch, 1 out for Drew Lamont. That is just what the doctor ordered.
You know, that's what you call PFP, pitchers fielding practice. Drew Lamont got on his horse, got over to first base, and beat the foot race of Byron Buckley and gets the out.
So J.R. Davis, 1 for 1 so far today. Got a single in the top of the first. Big hack and fouled off. 0-1 the count. So that ball's across, and quickly, J.R. Davis is in the hole, 0-2. Tyrone Bowie had the RBI, brought in Lamar Smith in the first inning. Big hack, and that one's poked up the middle into center field for another base hit. So good 2-strike approach from J.R. Davis.
You know, he went up and got that pitch. He kind of tomahawked that, made good solid contact, hit it right up the middle. Now he's standing over on first base.
So up steps Tyrone Bowie. I almost said David Bowie. Tyrone Bowie, the center fielder.
He thought he had himself a base hit in the first inning, but Bobby Contreras said no and made a spectacular diving catch. Oh.
Ropes it to right field. That one's going to fall. Iggy Lawrence cannot pick it up. Has to play it on the bounce. But keeps the runner at second, so base hit for Tyrone Bowie on a first pitch.
You know, that ball looked like it could have been caught. He may have not seen it off the bat, and he was kind of stuttered. So, like, he started to go in, but he realized, okay, I got a bad jump. Don't allow the runner to go an extra 90 feet.
And that's what happens when you don't have a starting job and you're only playing, you know, every once in – well, Darian Evans has played every game so far this season, so Iggy Lawrence, this is really his first playing time. He was a DH in one game, but first time in the field. First ball high. Timmy and Hughes grounded out to third in the top of the first.
So Drew Lamont's looking for a double play ball here.
That one's popped up to right field, Iggy Lawrence. And so they're going to let J.R. Davis go to third. Advancing on the play.
So 2 outs, top of the third.
Now batting.
Runners on first and third brings up Evan Ray, the DH. He hit a triple in the last inning.
Yeah, roped that one to left center. Almost hit off the 370 sign. Well, it didn't get to – it didn't – It was underneath the 370.
The trajectory of the ball was heading towards the 370 sign, yes. It rolled up to the fence.
Swing and a miss. Well, not a miss. Fouled off. Strike one.
Evan Ray has 10 RBIs on the year. He is tied for the lead with Tyrone Bowie. So he's one of the main run producers here, but he also has 12 strikeouts, so could go either way here.
Pitch out. Make sure all the runners stay off, and Drew Lamont wanted that one. He shook off the first pitch, so he got the call he wanted.
there's a third to first move.
The illegal move?
The illegal move in Major League Baseball now.
Speaking of rule changes, did you happen to see the 13 new rules proposed in the NFL?
I did not.
Among which are moving the extra point to the 25-yard line.
Thought they're going back to 40-yarders.
42.
Oh.
And that one's popped up into left field. Underneath it is Bobby Contreras for the third out. So get runners to the corners, but can't bring them home. We're on to the bottom. So we're here in the bottom of the third. Due up the leadoff hitter, David Fernandez, who hit a scorcher back to Quilici in the first inning. So looking to get on base here. Swing and a miss, strike one. That ball squirts away from the catcher, Enrique Padilla. The count goes to 1-1.
David Fernandez starting to swing the bat well here as the BVC season has started.
Fouls that one off for strike two.
So the count is 1-2 to David Fernandez. Dominic kicks and fires. That ball's outside. Count goes 2-2.
Sorry, partner. I'm excited. Oregon just won. Wisconsin won. I'm leading our tournament. Fouled off, but in playable ground.
Oh, what a catch by Byron Buckley down the right field line in foul territory. A little bit of a Willie Mays over shoulder basket catch as he hits the ground.
He slid and kind of kept the. I don't even know if it actually made it to his glove. He just kind of caught it with his chest.
Say it with your chest. So Tucker Bishop now coming to the plate, looking for his first hit of the ball game.
Flew out to right field in the first inning. He gets just underneath that one in left center field. Ranging over is Tyrone Bowie to put him out for the second out of the inning. Oh. Up steps Nick Perez, the designated hitter, who did get a single. Poked back up the middle in the first inning. So
He
one
didn't
for
just
one.
poke it. He smashed that ball up the middle.
Okay.
I mean, he roped it right in between the second baseman and second base.
Big sweeping curveball for ball one. Just gets a piece of that one. So strike one to Nick Perez. 1-1 the count. He pokes that one into center field. Ranging over again is Tyrone Bowie. So for the third out. So 3 up, 3 down. On to the fourth. Top of the fourth inning. Contra Costa at the plate. Brandon Brown.
He is 0 for 1 today. Grounded out to the shortstop in his first at-bat. Swings at the first pitch and poked it in the hole between short and third base.
And Tucker Bishop must have stepped on something slushy because he did not get a very good jump on the ball. Kind of playing in. But either way, a base hit for Brandon Brown. Up steps Enrique Padilla, who had a single in the second inning.
Yeah, Drew Lamont has been really battling this Contra Costa lineup all game, as this is the second time through. And he's Really's had to work for his outs, but he's doing a good job, only allowing 2 runs so far.
Going around a bunt and just a tad low. So ball 1. Pitch back over to first,
Ooh.
not in time. It was a close call, but safe is Brandon Brown.
Good move by Drew Lamont and threw a strike over to first base. He's off a little further. He has him hanging out there.
He hits that one over to David Fernandez, over to second, over to first. So double play, 6-4-3. The pitcher's best friend, the double play.
Now batting.
Yeah, that's something that Drew Lamont really needed here in the 4th inning. Now he's got 2 outs, no runners on. As Jabari Weisner comes to the plate, struck out his last at-bat off of a big curveball from Drew Lamont.
Yeah, he was way out in front of that one. And the swing and just fouls that one back. 0-1 the count. That ball is high, not enough bite to that curveball.
Yeah, if you watch there, he dropped his elbow there, which causes the curveball to be hanging and keep it high. When you throw a curveball, you need to come down and really yank it. So just dipped his elbow too far down.
That ball is low in the dirt. 2-1 the count.
And I'll say this, Drew Lamont's not having his best pitching performance we've seen him have, but he's a gamer. You know, he's been battling out all day long, making pitches when he needs to make pitches, and getting some help from his defense, keeping him in the ballgame.
Yeah, this lead is by no means safe for Contra Costa. He just takes a mighty hack at that one, fouls it off out of play. And
swung at ball 3 there.
But that's what, like you were touching on earlier, it just looks so like such a meaty pitch that you can just take yard.
Well, he was expecting that curveball to come down a little more after he struck out in the first at-bat with the big curveball.
Outside for ball 3.
Trying to get him the chase, but he's having none of that.
So the count runs full. Drew Lamont yet to throw a strike here in this at-bat. And hit over to, and it just squirts in between Tucker Bishop and David Fernandez. Nobody can make a play, so Jabari Weisner is safe at first. So I got a little, I saw the wasp come right at me, and I had to duck and weave out of the way.
You know, I'm going to score that as a base hit because that's...
Yeah, that would have been a tough play.
Either way.
Fernandez tried to barehand it, and that was the only way it was going to work for him.
Hey, if he makes that play, that's one heck of a play, man.
Lamar Smith.
So Lamar Smith coming in for his 3rd at-bat. Well, 3rd plate appearance, 2nd at-bat.
He was hit by the pitch in the first inning, came around to score.
Low for ball 1. Throw over to first. Jabari Weisner safe. Back in time. Is he considered safe?
Yes.
Okay. So I'm not messing up there
No.
too. Oh, don't die. I don't want to have to do this alone. and hit over to second base. Anthony Morris goes the short way. So 2 base hits, but no runs scored. Here we are in the bottom of the 4th. Iggy Lawrence leading off.
Can we start calling him the Cowboy?
If you want to call him the Cowboy.
And he's rocking to say the horse riding Cowboy. Got to come up with.
You're so excited for him.
I am. Fun to hear some good country music here at Billy Louise Yarborough Stadium.
High for ball 1. So in addition to our Facebook page and Instagram and Twitter feed, there is also another one.
Oh.
High, and almost gets a piece of Iggy there. So ball 2. But on Instagram, Solano Falcons Athletics, at Solano Falcons, all one word. I didn't hear the rest of it. She was talking to you the entire time. I was trying to get things situated, make sure our cameramen are hydrated.
Ooh.
Big rip, fouled off.
Hey, Iggy's looking to take one out with that pitch. You know, he's a big guy at the plate. Packs a lot of power.
Ooh, and he kind of golfed that one into center field. Inching over is Tyrone Bowie for the first out of the inning.
That's 3 straight batters retired by Tyrone Bowie in center field. So now Bobby Contreras coming up to the plate. Was hit in the head by a curveball in his last at-bat. Stole the base and got over to third. So he's looking for his first hit of the day.
And he ropes one into right field, and so there you have it, the first hit for Bobby Contreras today. 1 pitch, 1 base hit. And up steps Evan Facenda, the first baseman, who grounded out to shortstop in his first at-bat. Maybe looking to lay one down again like he did in the first. Man, they thought he had him.
Byron Buckley, like you said, thought he had him, but you know what? He never made a tag. He hit the ground, doesn't mean he tagged the runner. So
you're trying to fool the umpire more than you're actually trying to make a tag, though.
Umpire Dave Baldwin made an excellent call.
And he swings and hacks at that one. Lamar Smith over, so out number 2.
Now Anthony Morris coming to the plate. Struck out in his last at-bat.
Now batting, second baseman, number 8, Anthony Morris.
A slow move over to first just to let Bobby know that, hey, I got my eye on you. As Bobby already has a stolen base today. He takes off.
And that one hits Anthony Morris. So Morris on first and second now with 2 outs here in the bottom of the 4th.
You know, those sting, Mike. You know, the fastball right into the back shoulder blade never feels good.
I think it hit more in the tricep than the shoulder, but up steps Ian Acosta, who drew a walk after going down 0-2. Drew a walk in his first at-bat, or first plate appearance. So Solano looking to make something happen here in the bottom of the 4th, trying to get 1 run across.
And that was an interesting back pick, as Byron Buckley is not holding Anthony Morris on, but he had a big lead, so they tried the back pick. Unsuccessful.
And I've noticed Anthony Morris is not a big believer in sliding. He stole a base one of the games that we brought you here at SESN, and that ball is fouled straight back. But back to Anthony Morris. Had the stolen base. He was a pinch runner. And instead of sliding into second, he tried to stand up at second and almost got tagged out. So,
you know, you got to get dirty. If it's a close play, you have to get dirty. Don't let the umpire get a chance to call you out.
And that ball is also fouled straight back. And playable ground, but too close to the wall, and I think Enrique Padilla just may have given up on it at first, so it didn't get a good jump on it. I thought it was going to be more out of play than it was, or I thought it was going to be out of play in general. So 0-2 the count. Much like the last at bat. Runners go.
Double steal, and Acosta just pops this one up right into the hands of Quilici, and that will end the inning, and we're heading to the top of the 5th. Byron Buckley coming to the plate to lead off the top of the 5th for the Contra Costa Comets, and Drew Lamont on for his 5th inning of work.
Big sweeping curveball, strike one. Same pitch, same result. Strike two. So quickly 0-2. Byron Buckley, not Brian Buckley. I knew a Brian Buckley once. Fastball outside for ball one. And that one's roped into left field, so Byron Buckley has his 2nd hit of the day.
Yeah, Drew Lamont made a good pitch there, and Byron Buckley just went out and poked it and went with the pitch and took it to the opposite field.
J.R. Davis.
So up steps J.R. Davis for his 3rd at bat. 2 for 2 so far, 2 singles. Kind of just throws his arms at that one. Fouls it off. So we have some action in the Solano bullpen. Angel Lara, one of the two.
Lara.
Angel?
Angel, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, they're just starting to get loose, just in case. But there's no damage done yet. No outs here in the top of the 5th. Drew Lamont looking for throwing a low ball, try to get another ground ball double play.
And he gets the ground ball, stabbed by David Fernandez. And he is out at first, so they can't turn the double play, but do get one.
That would have been a tough play to even try to turn it if he flips back. You know, you always want to make sure of one out, which David Fernandez did. His momentum was taking him past 2nd base, so he wasn't going to stop and try to flip, but got one out, so it's a big out, first out of the inning.
So in now Tyrone Bowie, the center fielder. Step off by Drew Lamont. Sweeping curveball, not enough for the plate there, so ball one. So, partner, we had a kind of a busy weekend last weekend.
Yes, we did.
After the game on Saturday that we brought you here, we packed up and we went to Concord the next day for the speech and debate state tournament. Solano Speaking Falcons, our very own Brian Nelson, throwback to second, just to check the runner. Brian Nelson from SCSN, Malcolm Gamble, one of our new students.
Roxy Gallegos.
Yeah, they all got awards. They're moving on to nationals.
Yeah, speaking of that, if you want to check out the Solano Speaking Falcons, you should come out to speech night.
Yeah, it's on April 2nd. It's a Wednesday, 7:30 to 9 in the Solano Theater. Tickets are only $10. That ball is outside for ball two.
And for those of you who are in a forensics class, like a Speech 1 or a Speech 50 class, you come out and get extra credit from your teachers because I know they would love to have you there supporting your team and maybe get.
It got me out of a speech last time. I didn't have to do an entire speech because I went to speech night, got 50 points of extra credit in my Speech 1 class. That ball is roped into left field. They're going to hold the runner at third. So runners at the corners now. 1 out.
And Stover's going out to talk to his starting pitcher, Drew Lamont. See how he's feeling. And
probably buying some time for Angel Lara to keep getting loose.
maybe a little miscommunications on pitch calls there.
Plus, I mean, he's had a rough day so far, but he's still in the game, 2-0, and he probably said, "Hey, you got probably one or two more batters. You can't. A run's gonna score if he gives up another hit. So go after him, go get him. If your day's done, probably after the end of this inning anyway. So Timmy and Hughes up in the box now.
He's 0 for 2 today with a ground out and a fly out. So let's see if Drew can get another ground ball, double play, get out of the inning unscathed.
And chopper to third, over to second. Didn't get a handle on it, so couldn't turn the double play. So a run scores for Contra Costa. They get the out at second, but safe at first is Timmy and Hughes, and a fielder's choice.
So Evan Ray, DH, coming to the plate. 2 outs, top of the 5th. Timmy on Hughes over on first base.
And that ball's just a bit low for ball 1.
Runner's taking off. Tucker Bishop lays out, can't get that. Send a runner over to third. They cut it off, so now Contra Costa has runners on the corners with 2 outs. Coming to the plate is Brandon Brown. You know, that's what happens with 2 outs. Timmy and Hughes was on his horse, and he got a great jump off as soon as he saw contact was made. He's got plus speed.
So Brandon Brown hoping to drive another run in, blow this game open, but it looks like Drew Lamont's day is going to be done. So Angel Lara will be coming out to pitch. So while we have this break, let's do a little station identification. You're tuned in to SCSN, your home for Falcon Sports. We're here in Billy and Luis Yarborough Stadium on this game between the Solano Falcons and the Contra Costa Comets. I'm Michael McLeod here with my broadcast partner, Stas Zamoyda. It is now 3-0 Contra Costa here in the top of the 5th. A run has already scored in this inning, and there are runners on first and third with 2 outs.
Final stat line for Drew Lamont. He went 4 2/3. No walks, 1 strikeout, 11 hits, and 3 earned runs. A positive to take out for Drew Lamont today, no walks. You know, he did not allow a single walk, which is crucial to this team, but, you know, he didn't have his best stuff. The curveball really wasn't working for him.
Yeah,
he did have 1 walk. The very first batter of the game was hit by the pitch.
But the big glaring number there is the 11 hits that he has given up. So not the strongest day for Drew Lamont, and he does have these runners on that he is responsible for, so possibility to have 5 earned runs after the day's over if Angel Lara can't get out of this inning unscathed. Dun, dun, dun. The one and only DRE, Stosh. I don't know if you knew that. The one and only. There aren't any like him. You're looking up stats for Angel Lara, see what he did in the last game. Yeah, I haven't really seen him so far.
We've seen him one time this
One
year.
time?
He pitched 1 inning. He gave up a hit, no runs, no strikeouts, no walks.
Angel Lara.
Left-hander.
So let's see if Angel can get the Falcons out of this inning with minimal damage done. As Brandon Brown now at the plate. Angel, left-handed pitcher, sophomore.
Pitch out. Ball 1.
And I see Scott, Coach Silver, yelling at talking to his pitcher from the dugout, saying to come set because he kind of rolled through his motion.
And quick pitch. And that ball is just low for ball 2. Hey, isn't the quick pitch a balk?
Yes. If you do not come set, it is a balk, which allow the runners to advance. And if no runners are on, then that ball would be awarded to the hitter.
And that ball goes off of some piece of somebody behind the plate for strike 1.
It went off the glove of catcher Ian Costa.
Oh, I thought it hit some of the padding, but I'm scared by the umpire here, so. Pitch back over to first. Just to check the runner. Even though there are 2 outs, you want to maintain force whenever possible. Give yourself some options. And that ball is low as well.
So count goes to 3-1 for Angel Lara.
And that ball is fouled straight back.
Hit the post and send us ringing back here.
So the count runs full. So Evan Ray will be running on the pitch. And that ball grounded to David Fernandez, who bobbles it, so everybody's safe. And Timmy Hughes comes around to score, so that is now 4-0 Contra Costa.
And, you know, that's just one of those in-between hops that caught David Fernandez there, just ate him up and got really inside and up on his body, and he just couldn't get a glove on it.
E6?
E6.
So up steps Enrique Padilla for his 3rd at-bat. He grounded into the double play in the 4th inning. That ball is outside. 1-0 the count. Big sweeping curveball over for strike 1.
Yeah, he needed that one there as fell behind.
Yeah, I was watching him in warm-ups, and I could see the break even from all the way down here. So big break to that curveball.
A lot of bite. Comes back with it again for a called strike 2.
I feel like a curveball has to be one of the easier off-speed pitches to throw because so many people do it. Or is it just that effective?
Curveballs are very hard to throw.
Really?
Yes,
okay.
It's harder because a changeup would be the best one to do because it's just changing your grip and your arm motion. Where a curveball is a totally different grip and it's a totally different arm motion because a fastball and a changeup are very similar to where you throw them. With a curveball, you really got to yank it and pull it, and it affects your elbow a little more differently than a fastball or changeup would.
So that ball's fouled off.
That's why they say for the younger players out there in Little League, they highly recommend you not throwing curveballs. I know I was instructed never to throw a curveball, and most of the guys I grew up playing with because your body's not fully developed. But here at the college level, your bodies are pretty much fully developed, so it's okay to start throwing curveballs and It's really when you hone in your skills.
So past the changeup, what's the easiest pitch to learn how to throw?
Curveball.
Curveball, okay. And then slider?
Oh, he should have thrown him over. David Fernandez thought they could have had him.
So slider would be right after curveball?
Slider, you need a little more. You need to throw the ball a little harder to get a slider. It depends on how fast you throw, your body type, and everything. Everybody to each his own. I will say that. And we have another B coming over towards us right now. So if you hear a girlish, oh, it's chopped over. Fernandez coming in. Fernandez scoops it, throws it over to first, and that will end the inning. 2-run score. Contra Costa now leads 4-0, heading to the bottom of the.
Hi, my name is Malcolm Gamble. I'm a cameraman at Solano College Sports Network, and I want to thank you for tuning in. Catch you next time.
And we are back for the bottom of the fifth.
Leading off the bottom of the fifth.
Giovanni Torres.
Giovanni Torres.
Also, David Fernandez and Tucker Bishop due up in this inning.
Gio's 0 for 1 today. He grounded out to the second baseman in his first at-bat, or his third baseman, I should say.
Over for strike one.
You know, coming into the later part of the game now, the bottom of the fifth.
Quilici still on the mound. That one kind of fisted in, playable ground. Ranging over is Byron Buckley for that first out.
And Buckley covers a lot of ground over there off first base in the foul territory. That's the second foul ball he's caught.
Yeah, the first one came by this man, David Fernandez.
David Fernandez.
Who is now, or is still 0 for 2, looking for his first hit of the day.
So far in this game, Solano only has 2 hits.
That ball just gets away from Padilla. Ball one. I feel like if the catcher drops the ball, it's like an automatic ball, even if it's right down the heart of the plate.
No, not necessarily.
That ball hit on a line to the shortstop, over to first. Close play, but out is David Fernandez. Great throw by Jabari Wisner, the shortstop. So up steps Tucker Bishop, looking for his first hit of the day. He's flown out to right, flown out to center. Looking to take 1 yard in left field, I'm feeling. So that ball is low in the dirt for ball one. So this day is doing wonders for Quilici's ERA.
Yes, it is. Eating up some innings for this Contra Costa team.
That ball is high. Ball two. So that ball is foul.
Count goes to 2-1.
And like we were saying, Quilici had given up 29 earned runs and only a 20 in a third inning. So if you have more earned runs than you have innings pitched, chances are your ERA is pretty high.
Yeah.
That ball is also in the dirt, so 3-1. Now the count.
So maybe some fatigue is creeping up on Quilici.
That ball's inside, so drawing the walk is Tucker Bishop.
And now coming to the plate, Nick Perez. He's 1 for 2 on the day.
Now batting the DH, number 13, Nick Perez.
Nick Perez 1 for 2. Had a base hit in the first inning, but flew out to center in the third. That was part of Tyrone Bowie's streak of putouts. Strike one.
Catches the outside corner. Swings at a ball outside, and he's safe at second. There's a little scramble going on. And Tucker Bishop beats
that was a strange play. Jabari Weisner calling off J.R. Davis, said I'll take it myself, and then isn't fast enough.
Yeah.
Now batting, right fielder.
So everybody's safe.
Tucker Bishop with some good wheels, hustled hard into second base, and Jabari Weisner just kind of lollygagged over there, allowing.
So is that ruled a hit for Nick Perez?
I would assume so because there's no outs.
So it can't be a fielder. Well, you could call it an error on the shortstop, I guess.
No, because Tucker
Strike one.
Bishop beat the throw, beat the play at second base. So yes, that's a base hit.
Okay, cool.
Plus they only have 2 hits. We can give them one.
It would have been a fielder's choice otherwise, but.
Iggy Lawrence looking for his first hit of the day as he flew out to Tyrone Bowie twice.
So he's hitting it hard to center field, but hasn't found the outfield grass yet. 1-1 the count. And a pick over to second.
Ooh.
Not in time, but that was close. I think closer than Tucker Bishop probably wanted. I feel that pickoff play to second is more effective when the second baseman comes over.
It just depends on the situation, the hitter, and everything like that. I know Iggy Lawrence is a pull hitter, so they're not going to pull their shortstop.
Big hack, fouled off. No, I understand when to have the shortstop and when to have the second baseman. I'm just saying as a runner on second, you can hear the shortstop coming over and get a better jump.
You can hear the second baseman as well.
Really? Okay. Well, that's why I didn't play baseball.
That's why baseball, the base coaches are out there. You know, they're talking to you the whole time. Step back, get off more.
Big hack, big whiff. A. Lawrence striking out. So they get runners on, but can't capitalize onto the 6th. Top of the 6th. Due up first. Jabari Weisner, number 10. Had a base hit in his last at-bat last inning, but struck out in the second, so 1 for 2. My partner will be back shortly. He is tinkling. And that ball is off of the dirt. Almost hits Jabari in the foot. So ball number 1. Big swing and a miss, strike 2, and you could hear him. Well, you can't. I could. So 1-1 the count. You could hear him go, oh. He knew he should have not swung at that one. Swing and a miss, strike 2. So just like the first at-bat with Drew Lamont, Angel Lara is fooling Jabari Weisner at the plate. That pitch is outside for ball 2. 2-2 the count. Big sweeping curveball bounces almost in the infield grass. So the count runs full, 3-2. And that ball is low, so after swinging and missing at 2 pitches, Jabari Weisner draws the walk.
Now batting, right fielder, Lamar Smith.
So, partner, in case you missed it, which you did because you were doing what men do, Jabari Weisner just drew a walk off of a full count. So up steps Lamar Smith. Throw over to first. Evan Facenda dropped it.
You know, it just seems today that the Solano Falcon team's playing a little flat. Not a lot of enthusiasm coming out of the dugout.
And we're playing a little flat, too. It's been a long day so far. Throw over to second.
Got him.
Got him. So caught stealing is Jabari Wisner.
Good, strong throw from Ian Acosta.
They tried that play earlier and had given up the stolen base. So they were ready for it this time. Great cover by David Fernandez as well. And knocks out one to the second baseman, Anthony Morris, over to first.
Oh.
Close play, but they get him. So Lamar Smith, 4-3 put out.
And Byron Buckley now coming to the plate. He's 2 for 3 on the day. Came around to score in the 5th inning. He actually led off the 5th inning with a single.
Strike one. Right down the middle. That's just one of those challenge fastballs. Just, oh, you're probably taking the first pitch, so I'm going to get ahead of you.
Curveball in the dirt, ball 1. You know, it's pretty warm out here today,
It,
right?
it is hot.
I would say it's around maybe 75, 78 degrees. Not too much wind, but a beautiful day for baseball.
It is a dry warmth. Sweeping curveball also low, so 2-1.
I noticed that when all our cameramen are radioing in saying, hey, can I get some water?
That's why I brought the gallon. Got a gallon jug of water here. Oh, and they give him the strike on a late call, so 2-2.
And Byron Buckley doesn't agree with it. He's shaking his head there.
I think he's more disagreeing with the late call. Or the delayed call.
He rolls
that ball,
over this one, and Angelar just flips it over to Evan Vicenda, and that will end the top of the 6th. We're heading to the bottom.
Hi, I'm Chelsea Williams, producer for SESN, and I'd like to thank you for watching. Check you next time.
Bobby Contreras due up here in the 6th inning. Also, Evan Vicenda and Anthony Morris, the 5, 6, 7 hitters. Bobby Contreras had a base hit in his last at-bat and was hit by a pitch. Squares around a bunt, but pulls it back, but it doesn't matter. It's strike 1 anyway.
You know, the Falcons need to start chipping away at this lead now. We know they have some late inning magic in them. But
good throw from Timmy and Hughes to get Bobby Contreras.
That's the first time he's been retired today. Evan Vicenda, the first baseman, coming up to the plate now.
Evan Vicenda.
0 for 2 on the day, looking for his first hit. So Vicenda lays off the first pitch, called high, ball 1.
Big hack at that one, but fouls it straight back. So 1-1 the count. So what do you want me to call it? If it's not strike 1, what is?
Not strike 1. Yeah, fouled back, strike 1.
Are you serious right now?
Yeah.
He did go around, so strike 2. I'm so mad at you right now. Anyway, I'll let it go. 1-2 the count. Good waste pitch there from Quilici. 2-2.
Ball in the dirt. Count goes full to Evan Vicenda. So you see some fans in the crowd. They look excited to be here.
That is Jake Novelli's girlfriend, but Evan Vicenda draws the walk. I went to high school with her. I know who she is. That sounds a little creepy to be like, yep, that's Novelli's girl. Anthony Morris steps up.
He was hit by the pitch. His last at bat took one off the tricep.
There's been a lot of hit batsmen in this game.
Slow throw over. And you see some action down in the Contra Costa pen. And it looks like the bearded guy is down there getting warmed up.
Can't wait to see him.
William Donaldson. One of the most epic beards I've seen on a baseball field.
That's saying something because we have seen some beards. Not us personally live, but we watch baseball.
I saw Brian Wilson when he gave up a blown save to the Oakland Athletics a couple years ago.
Yeah, he did that a lot.
Oh, and Coach Marvin Webb's going to go out and have a chat with his pitcher. So we got a little break in the action. Let's do a little station identification. You're tuned in to the Solano College Sports Network, your home for Solano Sports. I'm Stosh Samueda with my broadcast partner, Mike McLeod. We want to thank you guys for tuning in and watching this battle between Contra Costa and Solano. Solano's got some work to do here in the bottom of the sixth.
Yeah, they're down 4-0, but still time to come back.
Bottom of the sixth here. There we go. Our scoreboard is right now.
Still a runner on first. You got a shot at Denzel Carter, looking like he's working.
Something he's good at. Runner going. Ball gets down. Hit and run is successful. And they're going to hold Facenda at second base with a strong throw coming from Lamar Smith in right field. So
Evan Facenda doesn't have the best wheels on the team.
So Anthony Morris gets his first hit of the ball game. So Solano's got a little action working, and we have a pinch hitter.
Eric Olson, the backup catcher. The heart of a champion, his walk-up music.
Now batting, number 31, Eric Olson.
He's in my English class.
That's kind of some epic walk-up music
yeah.
we got going
Hey,
on
you might as well. If you're going to have walk-up music, do it big. Talked to him at the end of English on Wednesday, and I said, you going to win today? He said, I hope.
Swings at the first pitch, fouls it down left field line for strike one. Eric Olson, pretty big guy, packs a lot of punch.
Yeah, he's a guy almost my size. Not as tall, but definitely just as big and scary. That's not saying much if he says he's scarier than me.
Back pick, and they, And Evan Facenda got away with one there. He needs to get dirty on that back pick.
And J.R. Davis had to have a chat with his pitcher saying, hey, you had that one. Don't worry about that.
So, 0-1 to count to Eric Olson. Kicks, fires.
Big swing and a miss. Strike two.
Getting a little too trigger happy, coming off the bench as a pinch hitter. You want to come in and get a big base hit for your team, but you want to make sure you're swinging at something good.
And we saw a lot of those swinging and missing on balls in the dirt in the first time through the lineup. So a little acceptable, but he has been watching the whole game. Time called.
So Solano looking for a big hit here out of their pinch hitter, Eric Olson, who's going to come on and do the catching duties for the rest of the game.
Big rip into center field, but ranging back is Tyrone Bowie, who gets the out. But everybody else will stay safe. So second out of the inning. And Eric Olson just missed that one.
And now we're going to have another pinch hitter.
Trevor Faulkner coming in.
His walk-up music turned down for what?
Now batting, number 44, Trevor Faulkner.
And I don't think he'll be doing the center fielding duties, so they'll probably move. They'll do some wizardry.
We'll see what happens in the next half inning. not our job to guess.
I was trying to think maybe he'll become the DH, but then the DH is Nick Perez, so then he goes to first. Evan Facenda does something.
Because once you take the DH and put him in as a position player, the DH is null and void, so your pitcher will have to hit.
Okay, then shows how much I know. Also into center field, deep part of the yard. Tyrone Bowie gets that one. So they get runners on, but can't capitalize once again, and we're going to the 7th.
Top of the 7th here at Billy Louise Yarborough Stadium. You're tuned in to the Solano College Sports Network. And coming to the plate for the Contra Costa Comets is J.R. Davis. Defensive subs for the Falcons. Andrew Harris is going to be taking on the role in center field, and Eric Holson will be behind the dish now. Angel Lara coming in for his 3rd inning of relief.
Ropes that one and just gets past the outstretched David Fernandez, so that will be a base hit for J.R. Davis.
Hey, good effort by Fernie over at shortstop. I mean, he laid completely out and hit the ground hard. Can't ask for better effort than that.
He got horizontal. He planked on the air.
Superman.
Remember when planking was cool?
Planking still is cool, Mike. I mean, I'm a little older, so I think it's just catching on with us old folk. But I think we're still on the T-bone, Mike.
I'm so done with you.
Tyrone Bowie at the plate now. 2 for 3 on the day. Ball low. Count goes to 1-0.
That ball is fouled down the third base side for strike 1.
Runner going, back pick. He's in there.
Throw is not in time, so he'll be safe at second. J.R. Davis with a stolen base.
He hit that bag hard, had a lot of momentum going in. Facenda bobbled the ball over at first, allowing a couple extra milliseconds. So J.R. Smith.
And also the throw was a little high, which you can't blame Facenda for.
And you know, like I've touched on before, with a left-handed pitcher at the mound, if you're going to steal that first move, you got to go. Don't hesitate. Even if he throws over, you got to make 2 good throws, which.
Ooh. And did that one clip him? No, it didn't. I thought it did. But either way, ball 2. Swing and just gets a piece of it. So 2-2 the count now.
That thing was roped. It was bouncing up in a tree. I think he might have killed a squirrel there, Mike.
Yummy. I got dinner tonight.
Nothing's better than good squirrel stew.
I think we made Chelsea pass out for a second. Fisted over to Tucker Bishop. Holds the runner at second. And they're saying that he kept his foot on the bag, so out at first is Tyrone Bowie.
And Marvin Webb is out to argue with umpire Dave Baldwin.
And I think they might have a case there.
Yeah.
The throw was high. But umpires aren't going to change their decision.
You know, if he stays out here a little more, luckily he's walking away now. The longer you stay out there, the more inclined the umpires are willing to throw you out.
Now batting, third baseman.
So the runner stays at second. It's a 5-3 put out.
Jimmy Hughes up at the plate. Reached on a fielder's choice in his last at-bat. Came around to score in the top of the 5th.
That ball in the dirt for ball 1. Same pitch over to David Fernandez, who throws it over to first in time for out number 2.
And there would be no argument on that call there. You know, this infield grass is pretty thick, and every time the ball hits this infield grass, it really dies. And what I've seen from the middle infielders with Anthony Morris and David Fernandez, they're not really attacking the ball like they should. But
they're kind of waiting back on it?
Yeah, they need to really come up and get the ball quicker.
Evan Ray at the plate, the designated hitter. Swings and fouls that one off the first base side. 0-1 the count. Get a good shot of the runner at second. And also Evan Ray there.
There's no runner on second.
Third, I'm sorry. Ooh. A little happy feet there.
Hey, he's got some dancing moves down on first base.
Oh, and 2 the count. A little life coming from the Solano dugout. Ooh, just a bit outside for ball 1.
You know, if that was me, I'd have been swinging at that pitch, but Evan Ray's got a better vantage point than I do there, Mike.
Probably better eye, too.
Hey.
He does have a triple on the day. I'm not saying he never did, but... Ooh, and that one knocked down by Angel Lara, picked up, thrown over to first in time for out number 3. So they get a runner to third, but can't get him home, and we're on to the bottom of the 7th. So Dave Fernandez, living in the left lane, due up first here in the bottom of the 7th.
Say living in the left lane?
Yeah.
What does that mean?
I don't know. It's his walk-up music.
Oh. Shows you how much I know about pop culture.
He's going fast. That's the fast lane, the carpool lane. He has other people in the car.
Okay.
Maybe it's a minivan. He's going on a road trip. I don't know.
Hybrid?
Sure. Swings and fouls that one off.
So David Fernandez hitless on the day. Coming into his 4th at-bat. He went 1 for 4 on Tuesday as well, so he's due for a hit here. And he ropes this one down left field line, just foul.
So a quick 0-2 for David Fernandez. Got to shorten up the swing now.
You know, Dominic Culichi out here, he's throwing himself a game.
Oh, and a strike 3 called. That's a backwards K for David Fernandez. Up steps Tucker Bishop. That was a great curveball from Culichi.
Just froze Fernandez at the plate, and by the time he recognized what it was, he couldn't swing. And
Fernandez was getting out of the way, hoping it didn't hit him, and came back, strike 3 called. High for ball 1. High and inside for ball 2. At this point, you're hoping just to make Culichi throw pitches, get him out. There's plenty of action down in the Contra Costa bullpen.
High strike
emphatically called a strike.
$5 word.
Emphatically?
Where's my $5, Mike?
I'm the one that used it. You should be giving me $5. Why do I got to pay to use big words? Swing and hit over to the shortstop, over to first. High throw. Not in time, so Tucker Bishop on his horse, safe at first. The high throw from Jabari Weisner.
Byron Buckley over there arguing. He's not too happy about the call. You see the second baseman, J.R. Davis, over there calming him down.
DH number 13.
Designated hitter Nick Perez back up here for his 4th at-bat. 2 for 3 so far with a fly out to center field and 2 base hits. One of the few bright spots so far for this Solano team today.
You know, he's been the most consistent hitter for this Solano team throughout the season. And that ball's
way
slow.
outside for ball 1. So like you were saying during the break, if you don't swing at the first pitch, Culichi has had a tendency to fall behind, and you're getting better pitches late in count. Thrower to first, safe is Tucker Bishop.
And if later, I mean, it's the 7th inning now. He must be nearing 100 pitches or so, and the fatigue starts to set in. You want to get this guy to throw a lot of pitches because he's not going to throw a lot of strikes. I mean,
it's a pitch out, pitch up.
He only has 3 strikeouts on the day, so it's not like his stuff is lights out, but he's just hitting the spots and getting.
Only 1, 2, 3 inning, and that was back in the 3rd. So, has faced a lot of batters here. And that one fisted just over the second baseman into center field. On to third is Tucker Bishop, and over to second. Is Nick Perez.
Good heads-up pitch running from Perez to recognize the throw. Good job by Tucker Bishop getting over to third base. So runners on second and third. One out here in the bottom of the 7th.
Now batting, right fielder, number 29.
Ignatius Iggy Lawrence up here in the top of the 7th with runners on and only 1 out. So looking to maybe make this a 1-run ball game if he can take this one yard. And just rolls that one to the third baseman. A run will score, but Iggy is out at second. Moving over to third on the play is Nick Perez.
He got the job done there. He got the run home and got the runner over to third. So a productive out for this Falcons team, putting their first run on the board, cutting his deficit down to 3 runs.
And we've been here for a while, but it's still only the 7th inning. Plenty of time for the Solano team to come back. Bobby Contreras now at the plate. Looks at strike 1 called.
Dominic Colici really finding a rhythm now, pitching quick.
And that one comes off of the third baseman. And fell off the bag but came back on in time. So they get one, 4-1, Contra Costa.
Solano Community College transformed my life.
And gave me the opportunities I needed to succeed.
I received the same university caliber education.
Without the pressures of debt holding me back. Affordable and flexible. I fulfilled my undergraduate classes.
Getting to the information I truly have a passion for.
The decision to attend SCC empowered my future.
And made my dream of attending Yale University a reality. Solano Community College, the educated choice.
Brandon Brown due up first here in the top of the 8th for Contra Costa. Solano scores 1 to put a dent in this lead in the bottom of the 7th. So Contra Costa looking to answer back and add to this lead now. And he lays one down.
Knock that foul.
And that one goes foul for strike 1. I'm sorry.
I'm Evan Facenda down there at first base. I'm hustling a little bit harder to that ball because you never know if it can hit a sunflower seed or a rock. You'll kick it back fair, and then the guy standing on first base. So you want to make sure that ball is foul. You can never take a chance.
Ooh, and that ball almost hits him, getting out of the way, doing a little high step. So 1-1 now the count. And that ball is just a bit outside, ball 2. And that one popped back to Angelara. Can't get a glove on it. Neither can David Fernandez. So safe at first is Brandon Brown.
Now batting, catcher, Enrique.
I'm going to give him a base hit on that one.
I'm giving an error on
error E1?
E1 because that's a routine play for a pitcher. That's why you take PFP. He just took his eye off the ball, which allowed him to not get the glove fully up.
All right, well, you know better than I am. You are the authority on this, so I'll score an E1. Up at the plate now, Enrique Padilla. Pitch out, back pick.
Oh, good play. Almost got him.
Brandon Brown getting a little froggy on the base pass. And same play, still safe.
So they know Brandon Brown isn't afraid to take a bag here.
I think it might be a little bit of Eric Olson just saying, yeah, you know, I got a right-handed batter. If it's a high pitch, I'm just going to throw it over there anyway.
You know, but you always had run the risk of overthrowing, underthrowing, letting it trickle away. And next thing you know, he's standing on third base.
That's a high bouncer. Angel Lara picks it up, throws it over to first for out number 1. Moving over to second on the play is Brandon Brown.
Now batting shortstop, Jabari Weisner.
And you know, what I was going to touch on is Brandon Brown has 7 stolen bases so far this season. So he's got some good wheels.
Jabari Weisner at the plate. Drew 2 walks so far today. Caught stealing in his last time on base. So Brandon Brown not quite such a lead off a second.
Well, just checking him over there, making sure he.
Also, David Fernandez likes to do this thing where he just kind of stutter steps over to second base. Big swing and a miss from Jabari Weisner. Strike 1.
You know, he's just out there just annoying base runners. That's what he's doing. And if you get in the head of a base runner to where he's annoyed with you, thinking about you, he's not thinking about the pitcher, and boom, you catch him sleeping.
And doing a little popping of his glove.
You do whatever you can to disrupt the runner or the hitter. That comes into the mental aspect of the game of baseball.
And just throws his arms at that one. So quickly 0-2 is Jabari Weisner. Oh, strike 3 called. And so that is his second strikeout of the day. I want to correct myself, partner. I had put his walk in the wrong inning, so it looked like he had 2 walks on the day, but I just gave him a walk for 1 at bat, or 1 plate appearance twice. So only 1 walk for him today. Up at the plate now, Lamar Smith.
Good pickoff play. Almost got him.
Lamar Smith still looking for his first hit of the day.
You know, Angel Lara really needs to get this batter here, get out of the inning unscathed, keep this run at keep this lead up to 3 for Contra Costa. Don't let him score anymore. You only have 6 outs to work with.
And that one popped up to the right field. Iggy ranging back, almost lost it, but gets it. So that's 3 outs, and we're on to the bottom of the 8th.
Bottom of the 8th inning, Solano down 4-1. They have 6 outs to work with, and leading off the bottom of the 8th is number 27, Evan Facenda. He walked in his last at bat.
Evan Facenda.
So let's see if he can spark a rally here for these Falcons. And the Falcons are known for their late inning magic, so it all starts here. The first pitch, high for ball 1.
Sorry, partner, I had my mouth full. I was chewing on licorice, so.
Dominic Quilici is out for his 8th inning of work, still going strong. Facenda rips this down the left field line, just a foul, and the count goes to 1-1. So I would guess that Quilici doesn't have much left in the tank, so wait for him to make a mistake and turn on one here. And that ball is low. Count goes to 2-1. So now he's behind the count. Look for this fastball on the inside part of the plate.
And that ball is high. So the count goes to 3-1. And you're just looking for base runners at this point, aren't you?
You're not. If I'm Facenda, you do not swing at this pitch. Pitcher is tired. So
Make him prove to you he can still throw strikes.
Exactly. There's ball 4. So, Facenda leadoff walk here in the bottom of the 8th, and coming to the plate now is Eric Olson, but it looks like we're probably going to have a pitching change here for the Contra Costa Comets. And Guilici's day is done. So 7 strong innings, 5 hits on the day, and 3 strikeouts. So a good day for Guilici. Now we'll
Also 2 hit batsmen. So again, while we have this pitching change, we have a break in the action. We're going to do a little station identification. You're tuned in to SCSN, the Solano College Sports Network, your home for Solano sports. We're here at Billy and Louise Yarborough Stadium. And this great game between Contra Costa and Solano, the Comets versus the Falcons. So I am Michael McLeod here with my broadcast partner, Stas Zamoida. Game started around 2. It's been going for about 2 hours and 15 minutes, roughly, give or take a few. And who we got on the mound for us now?
On the mound now for the Contra Costa Comets, you got number 23, Philip Chavez. He has a 6.04 ERA, 3.91 strikeouts per 9 innings. He's given up 17 earned runs, 16 walks, 11 strikeouts, and 25 and a third pitch. I was watching him down in the bullpen. He's got some nasty stuff. Big curveball, as you see there. Got a nice shot of the Solano dugout.
Good job, Denzel. Denzel Carter, the sideline reporter / cameraman. And Anthony Morris will still be going up to the bat here. Eric Olson had come in for Ian Acosta in the 8 hole, the 8 spot. Still in the 7-hitter.
So you have Evan Vicenda with the leadoff
Now
walk.
pitching for Contra Costa. Number 23, Philip Chavez.
Philip Chavez, maybe he's related to the A's pitcher Jesse Chavez.
I don't think so.
Similar build, though.
Now batting, second baseman, number 8, Anthony Morris.
So
I mean, just because you have a cool last name to where every Zamoida you ever run into, you're probably related to, doesn't mean that everybody is.
Yeah, there aren't too many of us, Mike. Anthony Morris now at the plate.
Ball high for ball 1. And that ball just touches the inside of the plate, so the count goes to 1-1.
Oh, got an update on my phone. Let's see who won or lost. Michigan.
41 points for Michigan State player Adrian Payne.
Sets Spartan single game tourney record, 41 points as they beat Delaware 93 to 78.
I had Michigan State winning that game.
Yes,
I'm still 1 point away from perfect. Dayton. Swing and a miss, strike 2.
I'll never forgive Dayton.
No,
that's
I'd still be in line to get $1 billion right now.
You know,
I've kicked every other winner so far today.
You know what's funny? Every single year, I never bet on Ohio State. Never choose them for anything, any sport. I just personally do not like the school. The one time I was counting on them, they failed me.
Today?
Yep, against Dayton. Ooh, big
Ooh.
curveball.
And so that is a 5-3 double play.
And that's only 2 outs as the team was ready to run off the field there.
I thought I was ready to go to break too, but
I heard one of the fans in the background say, "Take a math class."
Now batting, catcher, number 31, Eric Olson.
Eric Olson up at the plate now. Flied out to center field in his last at-bat.
You know, that's just one of those plays that's bad, just sheer bad luck. Ooh, big curveball. Called for strike 1. And, You know, Facenda, he started to go, saw it was ripped, took one step, and that one step cost him.
Low and away for ball one. And you don't expect it to be caught by the third baseman, so you don't want to. You want to try to break up the double play at second, so you want to get a good jump. So you can't blame Facenda for that. That is low and inside for ball two.
Timion Hughes just made a good play at third base by snagging it and strong throw over to first. Nothing Facenda could do.
And that one over to Timion Hughes. Throw over to first in time for out number 3. And we're on to the 9th inning.
Hi, I'm Marnie Silvani, and I'm inviting you to the Solano Speech Night, being presented by the Solano Speech and Debate Team. It'll be held on Wednesday, April 2nd from 7:30 to 9 p.m. Doors will open at 7 o'clock, and tickets will be $10 and can be purchased in the theater lobby at the night of the performance. The professors of the communications department will be offering extra credit if you attend. All you have to do is show up and listen to some great speeches. So I hope to see you there.
Top of the 9th inning here. Contra Costa leading off for them in this inning. Byron Buckley.
Number 10, Peyton Tyler.
Yeah.
We have a pitching change for Solano. Number 10, Roland Tyler. Peyton Roland Tyler. Roland Paper. Roll Tide. Alabama. Yeehaw. Ball one.
Oh, Mikey.
I'm getting a little loopy here in these late innings, Stosh. Big swing and a miss, strike one. I wonder if they can hear me say that.
I'm sure they can.
Good.
Surprised your house hasn't got TP'd yet.
They don't know where I live. Shh.
His address is
Nope.
4326.
Nope. Okay. Fouled off the left field side.
I can tell you this. He lives over off Oliver Road.
Shush. There's a lot to Oliver Road, actually.
So if you just want to camp out.
And just
look
TP every house on Oliver Road. Sweeping curveball, almost a slider there. But too far outside, ball two. Ooh, and that gets a piece of the bat. So we reset, do it again. And that one poked back up the middle.
Oh, Morris comes up with it, throws it over to first. What an excellent play, just to even keep that ball in the infield.
And that the way it was going to slow down and probably die in the center field. So maybe he had a chance at a double there if that ball squeaks through.
You know, well, the range from Anthony Morris is very impressive on that play.
Second baseman, J.R. Davis.
Roland Tyler, Peyton Tyler just left that curveball hanging, and Brandon Buckley's eyes got about a mile wide.
J.R. Davis up at the plate now. Single in his last at bat, stole a base, got to third, but did not get home.
You know, he is 3 for 4 on the day. That's pretty impressive. He went 2 for 3 in the last game on Tuesday, so he's having himself a pretty good series against these Solano Falcons.
Outside for ball one. And, I mean, he is batting .338, so we're not entirely surprised by this. You said at the top of the broadcast that it was the second leading average on the team. Behind who?
Behind Tyrone Bowie. The guy is right behind him.
Well, it's probably a good thing to have your top guys 3 and 4. That ball is outside, by the way. Count goes to 2-0. And that ball is roped into center field. Andrew Harris over and gets it for out number 1.
Now batting, center fielder.
So Tyrone Bowie. the leading average for this Contra Costa team. Coming to the plate now with 1 out.
361 coming into today.
With a 444 on-base percentage and a 541 slugging percentage. So this guy's been banging the ball.
Over for strike 1.
Now he's only 2 for 4 on the day with a couple of singles. So the long ball hasn't been played today.
And not a lot of wind brewing. The flags are waving, but I'm not feeling it here.
Nah, you know, it's a little bit up above. Ooh, good pickoff move by Peyton Tyler.
But as you were saying.
As I was saying, the flags are blowing out, so the wind is blowing out towards left field right now. It may be calm down here, but you get about 20, 30 feet up in the air, that wind is howling.
Big sweeping curveball over for strike 2.
Looks like a fighter jet's flying over us. Looks like an F-15, F-14. What are they?
No, it's probably one. I mean, if anything, it's like an A-10, but I don't think it's any military vehicle here.
You never know with everything that's going on in the Ukraine and Russia right now. Scary times in the world, man.
Yeah, but that is the literal other side of the planet. So.
Hey, you ever seen Red Dawn?
True. Good movie. Not really.
The 80s version, not the new version.
I like the new version. It had Drake and Josh in it.
Josh Peck?
No, Drake and Josh. I'm sorry. My blood sugar's low. I might pass out. I don't know. All I had to eat today was a grilled cheese sandwich and some Cheerios.
Don't worry. I'll take care of your PlayStation for you.
Nope. No, you won't. The demand is broken. And that one, hands thrown at it, but gets down into left field. So, sort of a safety single for Tyrone Bowie.
You know, that was a desperation swing, trying to foul off a hard pitch, and just got enough of it and poked it out in the left field.
And when you have I'm sorry, what's the word I'm looking for? When you have an average of 361, you got to get lucky like that a couple of times.
Yeah, if you're swinging the bat hot, the ball will find holes for you.
Timmy and Hughes at the plate now. Grounded out to short his last at-bat.
Only time on base today, reached on a fielder's choice and came around and scored.
Ball 1.
So Peyton Tyler really needs a ground ball here. Hopefully get a double play, get out of the inning.
And that one's roped, hits Tyler in the knee, and everybody's safe. That's kind of a scary play.
Yeah, you know, speaking of hit pitchers, you know, yesterday in spring training, Aroldis Chapman took one right off the forehead. And Aroldis Chapman's known to hit 102 on the radar gun, and the pitch he threw was 99 miles an hour. And just straight off the bat, right to the face, and he just dropped. Luckily, he's okay. He came full consciousness a little bit after that, and he's had surgery today for a contusion under his left eye. He should be fine. He'll be back in 6 to 8 weeks for the Cincinnati Reds.
That's a ball 1 for Evan Ray.
So bases loaded here in the top of the 9th for the Contra Costa Comments as Evan Ray up at the plate. He tripled earlier in the game.
And that one bounces just foul.
2 for 4 with the triple and a single. So not a guy you want at the plate.
Getting back to Chapman, I was listening to Dan Patrick's show, and they were saying that he might be ready to go in a week or two. So
depending on how the surgery comes.
Yeah.
And plus, you got to put him in a simulated game situation to see how he'll react to pitching into live hitters again. Goes down and swings at that pitch. Fouled off for strike number 2. You know, you can't just have a guy come up that gets hit in the face. You know, you throw him into a regular game.
He gets a little
PTSD.
Yeah, there you go.
Post-traumatic stress disorder.
Yeah.
Syndrome.
Yeah.
Mostly known militaries. That's a heightened awareness in the past couple years for our militaries.
Look out. That ball is roped foul. Almost hits the Contra Costa dugout. The count remains 1-2.
So Peyton Tyler 1 strike away from strikeout.
Yeah, that is what happens when you have 2 strikes. You are 1 pitch away from a strikeout. And that one swung on, hit to second. And so they get 1, but a run scores. And it's now 5-1 Contra Costa.
Left fielder, Brandon Brown.
Brandon Brown now to the plate. Run second, third, top of the 9th inning here at Billy and Louisa Yarborough Stadium.
Yeah, bro.
You're tuned in to the Solano College Sports Network, your home for Solano sports.
Brandon Brown back up at the plate. And that ball is low for ball number 1.
And now the wind's
there it is.
Yeah.
And the wind has changed. Now it's coming out to right field, what we're used to seeing out here.
I think it's just pretty much swirling above us, so it causes the ball to dance a lot. Good block by Eric Olson, not allowing.
We need to get some of these guys mic'd up. We need to mic up the ump, for one. Maybe the first base coach on that one. Ball 2. 2-0. 2 on, 2 out. Good. Swing and chopped foul.
Good curveball from Peyton Tyler. It fooled Brandon Brown, who was way out in the front and rolled over it and chopped it down the third base line.
2-1. A high strike 2 went around.
Yes, he did. Got a good shot from our cameraman Alden. That's when you're looking at. They see there Tucker Bishop and Tyrone Bowie over on third base.
And that ball in the dirt. So count runs full, 3-2. And you can walk Brandon if you want to, but there are 2 outs already, so you want to go after him and get him. You don't want to face Enrique Padilla.
Exactly.
Even though he is 1 for 4, but that one chopped to third, spinning, throwing it not in time. So everybody's safe. A run scores, and it is 6-1 Contra Costa.
You know, Tucker Bishop made a great play by wrenching over to his left. That is his ball. But in that aspect, he should have maybe let it go and let David Fernandez, because he was in position to backhand and make a strong throw, because the spin might have thrown Tucker Bishop off a little bit, but still good play by Tucker Bishop. Can't knock him for trying. I mean, the wheels of Brandon Brown, really, that's what caused the.
Yeah, and if you're Tucker Bishop, you're not looking at David Fernandez. You're focusing on the ball.
If you're, I know I play third base, so whatever you can get it. Checks the runner over at first. He's back safely.
So Brandon Brown with an RBI single. Enrique Padilla at the plate. 1 for 4, hit into the double play in the 4th inning. Pitch back over to first.
You got the yawns there.
A little bit. I'm sorry. I had to bring my car to the shop. I had to wake up at like 7. I'm running on like 5 hours of sleep and a grilled cheese sandwich, so.
Nobody wants to hear your.
I don't care. You were the one that brought it up. Let it go next time. Paul 1.
So we're getting a little senile here. 9th inning of this ball game. Peyton Tyler looking to get out of this inning with no more runs allowed. 1 out away.
Ball 2. And if Solano comes back, they better win in 9. Win or lose in 9. I can't make it through extra innings.
Yeah, you can go home and eat. I'll take over. Don't worry. I got enough gas.
We can get Lonnie on the mic.
Yeah.
Lonnie, a baseball enthusiast. Running the board for the first time today. Doing a heck of a job. Strike one called.
You know, everybody's doing a heck of a job today. We got Greg Poff above the third base dugout. We got
sacrificing his time with the speech and debate team.
Which I'm sure he's happy to be out here, but
no, never. He has responsibilities.
Then you got Alden and Denzel also on the camera, and Chelsea Williams, and whose bracket she says is looking very nice, but her Final Four is whack, so she will not win our pool here at SCSN.
What was she got in the Final Four? Wichita?
Runner going, big curveball. Fake throw, back pick over to third, can't get him. So the runner advances safely. Stolen base for Brandon Brown.
No, you don't have the force at first or at second anymore, but you're not focused on the runners. You got 2 outs. You're focused on the batter. 3-1 the count. A swing and a miss, strike 2. 3-2. 2 outs, 2 on, 6-1 in the bottom or the top of the 9th. I'm so used to it being the bottom of the 9th whenever I was 7 throwing pop-ups to myself. Swing and hacked at. David Fernandez over to Evan Facenda. That is the end of the top of the 9th. Contra Costa scores 2, 6-1.
Hi, I'm Lonnie Thompson, cameraman for Solano College Sports Network, and I'd like to thank you for tuning in.
Bottom of the 9th here, Billy and Luis Yarborough Stadium. And 3 more outs for magic to happen. Andrew Harris coming up to the plate, first at bat of the day.
And you know it's time to put on your rally caps, folks, because the Falcons have an uphill battle with 3 outs left here in the bottom of the 9th. They need to get their leadoff man aboard, which is Andrew Harris stepping up to the plate. And Philip Chavez still on the mound for the Contra Costa Comets. He had a quick 1-2-3 inning the last in the bottom of the 8th. First pitch here, a strike call.
Sorry, I was getting another yawn. I was mid-yawn when the pitch was thrown. Can't do that. But sort of an unconventional 1-2-3 inning. That ball's high for ball 1. Had the double play.
That was a line drive to the third baseman. He snagged it, threw it over to first, and Evan Vicenda just got froze, and nothing he could do about that.
Big hack at it over the fence in right field. Foul. And that just gets a piece of his bat.
Stays alive. Count stays at 1-2, or 2-2, I'm sorry.
And gets a hold of that one in the left field. Diving, making the catch, Brandon Brown. Oh, my.
What a good run. You know, the ball was hanging up there, and he just gets under it and makes a great snag out in left field.
Looking like our very own Bobby Contreras.
And Brandon Brown has a big old smile on his face after that.
I would, too.
And, you know,
give it to him.
We're going to have a pinch hitter here for David Fernandez. It looks like it's going to be number 7, Alvaro Rubalcaba.
Number 7, Jake Novelli.
Jake Novelli.
I'm sorry.
No, Rubalcaba is 6.
So Fernandez's day is done. He is 0 for 4. A little bit some.
You never want to put up the donut, the goose egg, but strike 1. Oh, is that high?
Yeah,
that was high. Okay. Looked pretty good.
To take you to umpire camp, Mike.
Whew, that's the reason why I'm not playing or coaching or umpiring or anything else. I'm sitting here, not even doing this job correctly. Strike 1.
Oh, that's hilarious. You crack me up, Mike.
Yeah. Yeah, I do. Low off the quadriceps. I'm losing it. Ball 2. Off the quadriceps of Enrique Padilla. I was going to say the shin, but he blocked it with his.
And Novelli shoots this one foul down the third baseline. Count goes to 2-2. So Chavez has a couple of pitches he can work with here to try to fool Novelli, but Novelli is a smart hitter here in the bottom of the ninth.
It's only Thursday today. I got school tomorrow. Big sweeping curveball. Count runs full. Looping? Looping curveball. Sweeping. What's the difference between sweeping and looping?
A sweep would be like a slider. It sweeps
Oh.
across the strike. So looping comes down up like a 26.
Gotcha. High strike 3.
Swing and a miss. And we're going to have another pinch hitter here. Nick Burns hitting for Tucker Bishop. So Stover sending some pinch hitters to the plate to see if they can get something working.
Nobody else has been doing anything. I mean, Tucker Bishop did get a single in his last at-bat, came around to score.
He that was an E6 on his
E6? All right, I gave him the hit.
Throw from the shortstop, routine
That's
play.
right, yeah.
So a little death metal for Nick Burns, his walk-up song.
He's in my econ class.
Swings
That ball
at
is
the
popped up at the first pitch. Ranging over is the left fielder. And so that does it for Solano Falcons, who lose to Contra Costa 6-1. They have one more game in Contra Costa on Saturday. And Staj, what does Solano need to do in order to come back and win this game on Saturday?
Hit the ball.
Hit the ball?
You know, they flat out, they come in here and they were swinging at bad pitches. Pitches out of the zone. They were hopping on the first pitch that, you know, they need to see and work the count more. I mean, Dominic
Quilici,
you know, he pitched 7 innings. He went into the 8th, but he gave up a leadoff walk, so they pulled him out. But, you know, it just comes down to hitting. This team was just baffled today at the plate with a couple strikeouts and not a lot of walks, and they weren't really working the count. And, you know, the pitching struggled a little bit. Drew Lamont didn't have his best stuff, but he battled for 4 2/3, only giving up 3 earned runs, 4 runs total was accounted for. One of them was an error. Then Angel Laura came in and shut him down. And the real thing was Peyton Tyler came out, and all he had to do was get 3 outs in the 9th, you know, to keep the lead down to 3 runs. And he gave up 2 runs in the 9th and kind of took the breath out of the Solano Falcon team and couldn't get nothing going today, Mike.
Yeah, and like you touched on, Quilici has over a 12, almost a 13 ERA, and for a team to only get 4 hits on them as a team, or on him as a team, it's just unacceptable. So
you know, so just little things to work on. You can't be, you know, you lose a lot of games more. You know, that's just what happens in the game of baseball. But these guys will bounce back. The series is now tied. So they'll go into the Saturday game, and I believe Dylan Dumape will have the ball on there. So the ace of this pitching staff. So that'll be an exciting game to see.
I'm not sure who they're facing on Tuesday, but I believe there's a game on Tuesday, and we'll be bringing you that here on SCSN. I'm Mark McLeod with my broadcast partner, Stas Samoyda, and for all of us here at SCSN, we wish you a good time watching this game again and again and again.